Hey guys, gonna see if this is working. Oh, it's obviously working. Boy, I am blurry as hell tonight. I need to do better with I've got a new webcam. I just gotta get it hooked up and going. So if some of you I've been following the Nancy Guthrie case pretty closely. I don't know if some of you have. There's been some very interesting developments tonight. Um, there was a raid on a house. So several things happened earlier this evening. It came out that there was some DNA found in Nancy's house. Hey, Kirk. Just thought I'd go live for a minute, talk about this case. There's been some developments tonight. There was some DNA found in Nancy's house that did not belong to her. So, yeah, very interesting. And shortly after that, I follow several YouTubers. I follow JLR Investigates, Dolly Vision. They've been on the scene in and around Tucson all week, going live pretty much all day long, talking about the case, following leads. And they heard a rumor about this raid on a house that was supposed to happen tonight. And him and another guy, 826 Tucson or 828 Tucson, I forget the name. Uh, hey, Julie, JVD, and Dory, how are y'all tonight? So, yeah, so um, it was interesting that it came out over dispatch radio on the scanner that they were going to be in this like a Murano area or something. And I think they did it as a red herring to get the press off their tail so they could do what they needed to do. And I think people started realizing that they all showed up to this neighborhood, all the press, the YouTubers, everybody, to the point where the neighbors started coming out of the house and saying, "What's going on?" And um, a lot of people, I think their JLR at the time had 80,000 people watching him. And he had a lot of people around him. And I think they finally figured out that it was probably a red herring, that something was happening somewhere else. And they were just trying to get rid of the media. Now, Dolly Vision, if you watch him, he does have a medical condition with his heart. And he hurt his foot today. I know, right? A lot of people. Um, he hurt his ankle today and he wasn't going to go out. He's just going to watch other people. Now, I stopped watching his stream and started watching JLR. The next thing I know, he is at JLR's car window asking him if they were going to stay there or not. And I thought, well, I guess he decided to go out after all. And he told them of an address, and they weren't sure. They didn't know. There was all these addresses going out. Oh, they're going to be here. They're going to be there. Well, Dolly went to the address he had heard about, and it was a big parking lot. So he figured it must have been the SWAT team staging area. And so I was just going back and forth between both of their streams. And it came out. I don't know if it was where Brian Enton posted it. I'm going to see if I can find that real quick. I don't know if it was on his YouTube channel, but he had gotten the scoop somehow of where they're going to be at. And so he must, I don't know where he posted it. Could have been TikTok. I'm not sure. So But he came out and said, "I'm here. They're at this house. I wasn't going to say anything or go live until I knew they got done what they needed to do because I didn't want anybody to know where I was so it wouldn't interfere with their investigation." My chair keeps dropping. So, he said that they took two people out of the house, a man and a woman, and that there was a traffic accident nearby that was involved with this raid. Well, JLR and his friend get to the scene and they see all the cops and they got the road blocked off. So they can't get down to where everybody's at to see everything. In the meantime, Dolly goes to the traffic stop. Now, I missed the first live he took down. I saw the second, and I was going to show that, and apparently he took that down too because I tried to find it just now and it's gone. It didn't show anything in that one, but he had walked up to see what was going on, and apparently he thought he saw a bunch of cops kneeled down, and I don't know what he thought was there, but he saw a person, a man, unalived with the pew pew, if you know what I mean. So I don't know if that was done, he did that to himself, or if there might have been a shootout or something. I don't know, but apparently it was related. They're saying that the man and woman found were a mother and a son. Now, the house they're at, uh, a lot of people have the names out already, but they said it could be rented as a B&B and might not be that person. So, I was going to share my screen. Let's see. Uh, let's see. Um, they've changed this, so I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing here. Share screen. Okay. They've definitely changed this. So, if you look right here, can y'all still see me? I'm looking at the wrong thing. Okay, here we go. So this is JLR's live. Now I paused it here to show you this. Let me get that started. Now right here, this was earlier. I've backed it up. He'll turn the camera in a second and you can see a bunch of people showing up and different things going on.
We don't know exactly what they're doing down there. They're doing something. Law enforcement's doing something. We don't know exactly what they're doing.
But let's see, let me turn that down a little bit. So we still don't know yet if they have found Nancy or not. They haven't mentioned that. But poor Dolly, when let's see. But poor Dolly when he had to am I echoing? Can y'all hear it?
But it's just a standby. We're gonna see what's going on.
But yeah, after Dolly saw what he saw, his blood pressure got up, and he just couldn't.
This is like the same type of neighborhood, though. This looks like a different type of home.
Go on to the scene. So
Same concept.
PJ and his daughter told him to go home.
Not far at all.
So it's
2
not
miles away.
echoing, is it? Because I got a speaker going too.
Like halfway between here,
Okay.
like the middle between
But
Maso and Annie
so yeah,
and
and
Nancy's
then
home, tucked in between.
when I went, I was going to show y'all his
Some
live,
more law enforcement
the second one, and he took that one down too. So
coming in right now.
he just what he saw was a little bit too much for him. Bless his heart.
Forensics.
Oh, I went a little bit too far. So right here, and that chat was just going nuts. But that guy there, the sheriff guy's yelling at all the he's yelling at all the reporters to get the crap off the street. And I thought, why does he care if they're on the street? You got blocked off anyway, but it's because they start bringing people out.
Crazy, folks. More law enforcement.
So this is when the SWAT comes out of the area. And we're assuming, since Brian Enton broke this story, that he's still inside the scene. I mean, I don't know.
It's raining out here. It's raining out here pretty hard. I got an umbrella. Look at this, the SWAT truck. SWAT.
Okay, thank you, Kirk.
That's crazy. Not crazy or what? SWAT. SWAT just left after we're doing its job. SWAT. Bearcat. On the ground. Pima County.
What's wrong? But what happens after this is all these
We're hearing a mother and son.
FBI people start going in. So it looks, I don't know.
So it's not all that surprising to see multiple agencies.
But however, that was
and just
I don't know why they're
my gut
saying
reaction. It's curious if the appearing to abduct an elderly woman in the middle of the night and leaving a trail of blood behind. So that's scary. Doesn't matter what country you live in.
they're making it sound like there's a press conference, but I don't see anything like that. But there's a bunch of people, obviously, live right now with it. This is the other guy that's with JLR.
Well, they're making a statement soon. Okay. The chief county attorney owns the place. Wow, that's crazy. 4 people.
7 people detained, but you see all these stuff in chat.
Wow.
You can't.
Crazy. If that's the news there, I just saw Shauna post. That would be crazy. I'm not gonna be just saying everything.
So as you see, everybody's saying everything.
I don't know. I think this is AI.
What's he looking at? Some sort of picture? Is this the real deal? I'll say yes. 56 to 54.
More feds are coming in.
More feds.
Coming in.
Damn.
And so that he's like watching JLR. They're saying at least 3 detained, but what if it's not 3 now because that other guy isn't there or whatever? Okay, so let me share something else with you. Yeah, it's crazy right now. It is. Can't see that. Okay, I got to figure out how to get it to where you can see this. So KOL, this is off X, KOLD News, which is their local, says Sheriff Chris Nanos has told 13 News the scene at the First and Orange Grove area are connected, and they're actively working a lead.
5-year upgrade,
Um,
5-year remodel.
Tucson has responded to 2 different reported fatal hit and runs tonight, but I'm not seeing any that these are related to the police activity. So, I don't know.
I'm sorry, am I in your way?
Oh no, you're good. You're totally good. You can get my way.
Like, this is crazy.
Somebody named Michael Ruiz, 37 minutes ago, says, I'm told that after receiving a tip, authorities have detained 2 males plus one of their moms. However, source cautions that during a warrant execution, technically everyone is detained. Let's see. So there's a bunch of FBI in there right now going through evidence, trying to find things. I was going to say if Brian didn't have any more updates. He just tweeted 13 minutes ago, just got moved out of the perimeter after a ton of FBI arrived.
More like
So that's nuts. 17 minutes ago, JLR tweeted, Pima County Sheriff said they will be releasing a statement soon. So that'll be interesting. I was going to see what News Nation says.
Another drone going up.
Another drone up.
That's the Fox News.
Well, here's where he was talking about it, but I don't know how to.
Pretty big.
Let me remove that one. Let's see. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sort of present. Let me do another one. Okay. So I'm pausing this right now. Let's see if I can get this
Close to where
pulled
this
up.
is happening. Yeah, Katie, sorry, it's a little dark. We're in our car, and there is an active SWAT situation happening right now. Earlier, I reported that the SWAT team was staging. They have now moved in on a house in Pima County. And again, we're keeping our lights off because we're very, very close to where this is happening. And we don't want to interfere at all. And we don't want to reveal our location, obviously. We don't want to compromise the investigation, but I know that they have already, from what I can tell, pulled 2 people out of the house, and I know that this is connected to the Nancy Guthrie investigation. That I have confirmed. Whether this is going to pan out into something significant or whether we're going to sort of see what happened the other night with the man who was detained and then released, that I cannot tell you. But the amount of resources here is massive. We saw dozens of SWAT members. We saw at least 2 SWAT trucks fully armored. There's the FBI that is now out here. There's the Pima County Sheriff's Office, and there's at least I must have followed at least 2 dozen sheriff's deputies and FBI cars into this neighborhood where I am now. So I wish I had more information. I have again confirmed that this is related to the Nancy Guthrie investigation, that this is a SWAT operation, that they have pulled 2 people out. So I wanted to wait to come on until I knew that we were not putting any, law enforcement in jeopardy like before they went in. They have already gone in, but we're just kind of waiting, Katie, to see how this plays out.
Okay, so that's what Brian Enton Enton. That's what Brian Enton shared out earlier. And when he put that out, everybody realized he found the location everybody had been searching for all night. So Alabama Wagoner, they're saying it's this guy? I don't know. Oh. So it this right here, it came out that I guess it's something about apparently Nancy had posted a lot of bad things about Trump, and people are saying it shouldn't matter, which it shouldn't. So here's another picture of where they're at right now. Road closed. I don't know. After collecting thousands of his followers, Nancy is sitting in his paid hotel. So I guess people were giving Dolly crap because he was sitting there watching JLR. That probably why he went out. But people are so mean. All they want to do is yell and stuff. So this is some of the stuff apparently she had posted. And so a lot of people are calling them vile, this, that, and the other. I don't care what your political beliefs are, and I have my own, but still, this is a mother, a grandmother. Nobody deserves what's happened. It's crazy. So, let me go back to sharing what we got going on here with whew, let's refresh this and see what's going on at the site. Nothing. A big fat nothing.
What's the current update happening? Zook says. Well, apparently there's 2 to 3 people detained. We're at the street here, about 2 miles away from where Nancy lived. The address is owned by a guy named Baird Green. Don't know if he's one of the people involved here. The home is clearly owned by him. He could have been renting it out. I don't know who lives there. By an individual named Baird Green. This is about 2 miles away from Nancy Guthrie's, about 2 miles away from Andy and Tommaso's, in between. This is the Catalina foothills. What we've seen is a large police presence go in. Lots of FBI agents partnering. I saw Oro Valley Police. I saw Marana Police, where we just came from. Those police where they are here. Pima County Sheriffs got the road blocked off.
Yeah, they've been saying in the
Waiting for more
chat
details
that
about exactly what happened
the home
here.
is owned by an
Rainy here,
attorney
it's
general,
a lot of people out here watching.
but they're
coming
also
out,
saying
their
it's
cameras,
most
and there's
likely
not just
an
media, we're talking
Airbnb
about-
he
I see a lot of
owns.
like spectators. And
So,
pretty wild. So I just got the cat.
I think they're going in so hard
still
because
drizzling here.
they just
I think tonight's going to be a long night here.
obviously
But I wanna
must
learn more,
know
and they also said they're
something
going to
about
be
that
giving a
DNA.
statement.
They
I don't know if they're gonna
obviously
come out and here
think.
and talk, or they're just going to release a
And
statement online. And we're talking about the
there's
Pima County
rumors
Sheriff's.
that they have possession of a phone. So before this happened, so I'm not sure. There's all kinds of rumors about this, that, and the other. But if you go to anybody else's page that's watching anything live, they're kind of,
Cameras, and there's not just media. We're talking about. I see a lot of like
you
spectators.
see that they're all showing what I'm showing. They're all showing what JLR is saying and doing. Okay, here's this thing here. I guess
So
I
there
can't
are
make-
some deputies that showed up outside of Nancy Guthrie's house right now. I don't suspect it's anything serious. Like yesterday when they showed up, obviously it was because the FBI was about to arrive. I think they're talking to the private security that's been watching over the house, and I don't know if there's just like some concern that the security guard had with someone who's here or something like that, and that's why he called the deputies.
I don't know if that's sold or not. Okay, so this is what he posted earlier about the DNA.
Hey guys, so a couple of updates here. First of all, a big development from the Pima County Sheriff's Office. They say that they have found DNA inside Nancy Guthrie's home that does not belong to Nancy Guthrie and does not belong to anyone close to her. That is a significant development. Maybe the second most significant thing since I've started covering this, the first being the surveillance photos that were released. That means that they have someone's DNA that could potentially be the kidnappers, because it's not Nancy Guthrie's and it's not someone connected to her. And if you remember from the Idaho case, even if they don't have that DNA in a database, they can go back through genealogy and try to figure out who this is, try to figure out who family members are.
Genealogy,
So this is significant. The
forensics
other
is
thing is we
huge
know
right
that the
now.
mobile command center and also a SWAT team is on the move. It appears that they're staging somewhere. That doesn't mean that anything is going to happen. It's similar to what we saw the other night, but it's something that I'm staying on top of. That's the reason I'm in the car right now. The DNA news, though, is a big deal.
So yeah, the genealogy forensics is huge right now. It really is. They can put a DNA in and test it against sites like Ancestry and say it's you're kin to somebody and find it that way. So apparently this short was just posted.
Hey guys, so the latest with the Nancy Guthrie investigation, I'm outside this neighborhood right now that's all been closed off. This is where we know that the SWAT team was, or they still are. There's about 24 sheriff's deputies in there. We were actually inside the perimeter because we got in there right when the SWAT team got here. They've now moved us out. But I'm hearing from sources that a man and a woman were taken out of the house, that this is connected to the Nancy Guthrie investigation, and that around the same time there was a traffic stop close by where another person was detained. Whether all of these people are, being questioned as part of the Nancy Guthrie investigation, or whether just one of them is being questioned, I don't know at this time. But there's a ton of FBI that also arrived here. You had the Pima County SWAT team and a ton of deputies that were here initially in FBI, and then a whole just cavalry of more FBI agents just arrived. It's about 2 miles from Nancy Guthrie's house, which is interesting. So it's not very far at all. And we're waiting to get more information from the Pima County Sheriff's Office, but that's the latest. Hey guys.
So that makes me wonder because he's saying that that there was a traffic stop related, and that person was detained. So maybe what Dolly Vision saw the person unalived nearby was not the situation maybe was not part of the Nancy Guthrie investigation. Maybe it was one of the pedestrians, but I don't know because Dolly said he saw what he said it was a poo poo over there. So I don't know. But apparently they're going to be discussing this soon. Let's see if they've got anything. How's this? So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think we'll get some answers tonight, or at least some? I hope. Um, I'm probably fixing to go to bed, but if they come out with the statement shortly, I will share that. I don't know if they'll do a press conference or just like a statement to put on Twitter. I still call it Twitter, but anyway, if it is just a statement, I'll share it on my community tab on YouTube and on my social media so you can see what that says. So I don't know. If you want to watch further into the night to see any developments at the scene, I would suggest just going to JLR Investigates YouTube page to watch because everybody else that's live tonight that's talking about this are just sitting here watching his stream basically. So yeah, it's a crazy situation. Um, I'm sure all you probably know, or has because it's all over the news and it's in so many countries. Telemundo has even been out there. It's countries everywhere are just so interested in this story because it does make sense. Personally, there's a lot of people that think family was involved, but I don't know that. Obviously, none of us do at this point. If I were to guess, it seems like it might have been a robbery gone wrong, but who knows? I mean, it's all so strange, but um, hopefully they got the right person this time because, last time they detained, everybody calls him poor Carlos now. That had nothing to do with it. Him and his family had never even heard of Nancy Guthrie or the story. I guess they live under a rock, especially living out there where it's going on. So that was even more strange. But so I don't know. Hopefully they got the right person or persons this time, and we'll get some answers for the family. I personally just wish every situation would end like this where um, there was enough police and involvement to find every missing person. It's crazy, it's sad, but y'all let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, and I will speak to you soon. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I love you.